open SketchUp, you will have this page, and then you go on create new, because you're creating a new project, and you're going to see that you have this blank space. So to navigate through the space, depending if you're using a mouse or your trackpad, you can zoom in and out. Right now I'm using the mouse, so it's like scroll up and down to zoom in and out. And then if you want to move around the plane, you go here. Here's like your little toolbox where you have different tools that you can use to do your drawings. So if you want to move the plane around, simple, you go on here, double click, and then you start clicking and dragging so that you can do panning, like panning and going like horizontally and vertically. This is the first tool that will be very handy for you to navigate through the space. Second tool, which is very handy, is the orbit one, where when you click on it, you can just like see turn your space in different directions, like a 360-degree motion. This is something very handy again that you will certainly use when looking at different angles of your design, of your set design. Now let's say we're going to start and we want to do a square stage or rectangular stage. Let's say if I'm going to draw the stage of the theater. We are going to draw the theater stage, right? So first of all, before starting, we are going to change some unit of measurement. So we go onto here, information, and then here you see length unit. So basically it's going to be like in inches as default. We're going to work in millimeter because it's much more easier to understand, and it's kind of the standard unit that we usually use when drawing a set plan. So we go into millimeter, snap interval 1 millimeter, length snapping, tick that box, and then we are good to start. So I already know the measurement for the stage here. So the depth is 4 meter, which is 4,000 millimeter, and the length is around 7 meter, so which is 7,000 millimeter. So what we are going to do, we are going to come here on this tool, which is a line, and we're going to start drawing a line, right? So for reference, we are going to start at this axis where all points converges. And just for you to know, the lady here is Katherine Johnson, and she's kind of a reference that you know she's the actual size of a person. So when you do your drawing and setting your scales, you can take her as a reference. So we click on here and we start drawing. Now you see here down on below on the right of your screen, you see how the length is changing. So you can draw like approximately, or if you want some precision, you can just go like tap the value that you want in. Right now I want 4,000 millimeter, which is 4 meter, and then I just go enter. I've drawn the line. Same, I take this point, I go in this direction, and then I know the length is 7 meters. So I just type it in, 7. Now, if I want to complete the stage, I just go here, and then again, it's going to be 4,000, and then from here to here, again, it's going to, it's completing the rectangle for me. So the rectangle is my stage. Now we are in a 2D view, right? And if you want things to be a bit more realistic, we want it to be a 3D model. So what are we going to do for that? Anything that you want to turn from 2D to 3D, it's easy. So you just have to use your red axis, your 3D tool, push and pull here, right? So excuse me, the push and pull. So just double click on it again, come up here, click on your surface and drag it up. And then you can just like have it like high as you want or just a tiny height, but again we're doing it to a specific dimension here. So I know the height of the stage is about 1.2 meters. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to insert 1.2 meters here, and here we go. Enter. We've got the height of the stage. If we are not that happy with it, we can just click on the surface again and then change the dimension. Here we've got our stage. Now if I want to move around again, come here on the pan tool, take a look. Even if I want to like have a view of different angle, grab the OB tool, again double clicking on it, and then I can turn around. I can have a view from the bottom, I can have a view from the top, and then I can have like a kind of front view, side view on an angle, whatever I want to. Whichever angle is easier for you to use, guys, to do your drawing and to do your planning, you can just you have a lot of options. All good. So now I want to add a back wall to it, as it is in the theater here. So what I'm going to do, same thing, grab the line tool, click here on the edge, enter my value. I know it's about 3 meters, so I'm just going to put like 3 meters in, and here we go. And then I'm just going to go over there, following the same kind of axis, and be like, hey, you know, so here I'm following the green axis, so I'm drawing the line according to the green axis. And if I go over there, I'm following this axis. So right now I need to follow the red axis for it to align with the front of the stage, and I know it's 7 meters again. Just put the value in, and here we go. And then if I need to click on here, following the blue axis, so that I know it's perpendicular to the blue axis, I'm on the blue axis, draw here, and here we go, and I've got my back wall. Now I just grab the orbit again, turn it around, and here we go. This is the front of my stage. I've got my stage. Now let's say I want to be a bit more precise and add a door to the back wall. So now we are going to introduce the warehouse. What is a warehouse? The warehouse is a place where you go, which is here. So you click on it, it's going to opening the 3D warehouse is where you can find anything you want, like chairs, table, any set item that you are thinking of having or planning on having. You just go in the 3D warehouse, tap in whatever you want, and you can be specific or broad or vague. Here right now I want, let's say I want a door. I'm just going to type door in, door, enter. Right, and now I have like different door model. I'm trying to find one which is going to like be kind of similar to the one that we have in the theater. Let's say, I think let's take this one. This one seems okay, so I come here and then I click on download. Here I've got my door. So now I just need to go and place my door where I kind of want it. So here, right? Now what we need to pay attention is the placement according to the depth of the stage. So now for me to get a better sense of where to place the door on the back wall, I just need to go here. I'm just going to make it easy for me. I just rotate it this way. And now, as you can see, the door is highlighted in blue, which means that this object is currently selected. Then what you do, we're going to introduce a new tool, which is the move tool. So what are the things that you need to move around the plane? You're going to use the move tool. So double click on the move tool, come here, click on the door, just one click. So you see the door has been selected. Then you come here, and then until you're happy with it, and I know that I want it to be around here for it to be kind of precise around here, and here we go. As soon as I'm done with it, I click on spacebar and click just on something else so that you deselect the door, and here we go, I've got my door placed in. There we go. Something else that I want to add is if you want to delete an object, so what you do, you just go like took your pointer here, or a shortcut for the pointer quick access, you can just click on spacebar. So spacebar, and then if you want to select the door, let's go here. The door is being selected because it's highlighted in blue. So if I want to delete it, bang, it's deleted. And other thing is, let's say if I want to have the same door repeated on this side, so easy, I just go again, select it, Command C, and then copy paste. I've got my door again. So same process around here, and then I select the orbit tool. Shortcut for that is, if you want to be like a bit quicker, you can click on O on your keyboard, and then I come again here, move tool, grab the door on a single click, kind of put it where I want to, click on it again, and here we go, I've got my second door in. And then again orbit, change, have a look, I'm kind of happy with where it is right now, and I've got a second door on stage. Now let's talk about color. Let's say if I want to change the texture of the flooring or change the color of it. So it's simple, I just go click on the surface, double click, entity info, I click on entity info, and now I start getting info about this material. So currently it's the default one, so I can go here, and now I can go either like with different color, change the color of it. Let's say I want like a kind of grayscale, and here I've got my grayscale stage, sorry. Same thing for the back. Here, back material, it said default material, go change. I want a black background. Here we go, and I've got my black background, which is kind of the same background that we have in the theater here. We've got our stage, and now we can start adding set item. Right now I want to create a realistic living room on stage. So same principle as we did with door, I'm just going to go here in my 3D warehouse. I've searched wooden sofa because I want something with a wooden texture, so I was a bit specific in my search. I've got the sofa, I'm just going to click download. Now I'm just going to place the sofa on stage. Okay, so I've got the sofa, I'm just going to have a look at it on different angle, so it's good. I kind of like the texture and how like the wooden framing, and but the only thing is it's facing the wrong way. So to change the orientation of the sofa, we just need to use another tool called rotate. Same, double click on rotate, and I want it to move on this axis, all right, horizontal axis. So what I'm going to do is click on here and then start rotating the sofa. As you can see, I can rotate it in different direction and on different angles. So right now I kind of want it on this angle, not facing directly to the audience. I'm done with the angle, click here and then space. And here I've got my sofa rotated on my desired angle. Now I'm just going to place it. Again, use a move tool, click on it, and then I'm just going to place it around here. And here we go. I've got my sofa in. My sofa is in my space. One thing that I'm not quite happy about is about the color of the cushion. So if I want to edit those, I just need to go selection tool, select the sofa, right click, and then I go explode. So when I go explode, I can select individual component and customize them as I want. So let's say I want to edit this, right click, again, edit entity info, and I want this to be, I don't know, a kind of brownish color, and here I go, I've edited this component on me. And then again, if I want to do it with another component, I've changed both of them at the same time. Okay, if I want to edit these two, so I just go here, double click here, I go, let's say if I want this color, just go here, same, I go entity info, edit component, and then I just add the color, and I've changed the component at the back cushion. And here we go, I'm done. Just go again, and here we go, I've changed the color of the cushion. So again, you need to do explode. So let's say I want to change this one again, and I go like explode again, so it's like more specific section of it. So let's say if I want just this to be in this color, and I've changed it, I've already changed it. So right now it's the color. As you can see, if I want this tiny section of the cushion to be a different color, I just go here, I want it to be like yellow, just go here, and then I'm just painting it yellow, and I can customize my imported object as much as I want. Now that have already created our set, so I've tried to be a bit creative here. I did like a coffee table, some props like a coffee maker, bottle of water, some cups, like another chair, and some like a bamboo plant, and a kind of picture here. So we are going to create some views. So instead of just clicking on as we usually do on the orbit and just like going at different angle, let's say we want something more professional, so that if we're doing a presentation, we can just go like through the different angle without having to like mess around with the orbit tool, etc. So the step is you go on the right side of the screen, and you see there's this kind of tiny icon here. Click on it, so it's like the scene icon. So now it's simple. It said there is no scene in this model, so what we are going to do is like click on the plus, it's bugging right now. Here we go, and then here, see, and then it's over here, and then we're just going to name it front view. Cool, enter, it's saved. Now for our second scene that we're going to create, let's say we want one on an angle, like here. We want this angle. Same process on the plus here. It's just going to save underneath this one. So you get your third scene, which we are going to say, alors, let's say angle view. Okay, this one we don't need. We're just going to delete it. And we got first scene, second scene. Now let's say we want side view. Here we're happy with how it looks. We've got this side view so that we can see a bit more of the texture of this chair, and like the thickness of the painting here, and the mirror here. So we just go here again, and then we just click on the plus, and here we go. We've got our third view, which we are going to name side view. Right, now last one, let's say we're going to create a bird's view, kind of a top view. Here you go. If you're happy of how it looks, so that you can get a better sense of like the space on stage and the placement of the different objects. Then you just go again and then plus. And now you've got your fourth view. Then we're just going to name it top view. Now, if you go here and just click on the play preview, so you can just go through the views. Okay, this is my first view. From view, you can see the set item on an angle, on the side, and now we can go top view. So this is how you create different views for your model. Now, when you finish your design, if you want, for saving it, you just go on save, and then you go yes, purge all. And it's giving me, and everything has been saved. So now if I want to go, I go save as. This is for me so that I go through the step again for you. So I've already set the project, of course, because I've been working for it for a moment now. So when you will be first saving it, you go onto say save. It's going to give you the option where, and then you click on drive, of course, and then you just name it. Let's say I'm going to name it form 6. For me it's going to be 2003 model, and then I just go save here, and it's going to appear with all of my other drawings that I've done. So it's going to save, and it has been saved as form 6 2023 model. Now if I want to export it, I go export. Now I go download PNG. PNG is a format for picture. So I get this, and then I can just click on export as PNG. And here, what is interesting is like with the scene that you've created before, you can pick a different scene that like you want to export as the PNG. So I can, like right now I'm going, let's say if I want to have the angle view, I'm just going to go like, okay, angle view. I can have a transparent background if I want to, or if I want it to remain green, that's fine. Let's say I want a transparent background. I'm just going to keep the transparent background and then export as PNG, and then export. Now it's exporting the PNG. Now if I want just to check it, just going to double click here, preview, and here we go. I've got my model as a PNG.